Bit of a Brucey bonus for you today as we head forward to another round of Premier League fixtures. I am also going to chuck in a bonus Carabao Cup final prediction coming at you right till the bitter end, so stick around. And we are coming at you right here, right now, live over on the YouTube. So let's get it on like Donkey Kong. That's right, folks, back once again with another set of Premier League predictions. Match day number 28 coming at you live on the old YouTube. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash the old subscribe button to keep your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Premier League related, world football. And here we go here. Under one, Roski. Now, before we jump into it, let's say hello to a couple of people. Owen Leary's in the house. No Code Drinker, La Patreon, and that's where we are going. Did I just say No Code Drinker, Patreon? That's right. As we headed to Patreon update. No Code Drinker has joined the illustrious VIP gang of Patreons. So welcome to the gang, No Code Drinker. He is a Patreon alongside Russell Frost, who also joined in back end of the weekend, I think, or early in the weekend. So welcome Russell Frost to the VIP exclusive gang of Patreons. He joins the likes of Tom Beresford, who did up his pledge on the old Patreon. So much respect to those trio of recent bonuses, I should say. If you want to join the illustrious VIP gang of Patreons, there is a link in the old description down below. It's patreon.com/Roverseas, boys and girls. So if you want to join in for the price of a bottle of water a month, you can support this platform as we kick on to another level. But, like I said, busy old video stream to talk about. We've got the Carabao Cup, we'll get to that in a little bit, but we've got a whole host of Premier League predictions. So let's say hello to Thingy Plays, Lenny Plays, they're all playing on there, J33, Alexander in the house, Chila as well. We have it's Pancake Tuesday, that's right. Oba Murat's in the house. So let's get it on and see how we all got on last time around. So, boys and girls, this is the Premier League. Make sure I'm all ready, loaded to go. This is the criteria once again. Yes, No Code Drinker did join. Respect to my brother. Yo, big it up. Big it up to No Code Drinker. So 0 to 3, you're in the shithouse gang. 4 to 6, you're in the straight face club. And 7+, where are you? You're in the top banana, boys and girls. And I think, if you watched my predictions last time out, I think, brothers, I'm in the top banana this week. We'll home in on the old numbers here. So Chelsea did beat Tottenham 2-1. I actually went with a 2-1 prediction. Yes, that's right. Bang on the pissing nose. Them freakazoids, strange fellows over in Lancashire. Not Blackburn Rovers. Come on, mate. It's Burnley. They did beat Bournemouth 3-0. I saw 3 goals in it. I actually gave it to Burnley as well. 2-1 in the end over at Turd Moor. Crystal Palace did beat Newcastle 1-0. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Palace. Not too shabby. Sheffield United possibly dropped a couple of points against Brighton. 1-1 over at Bramall Lane. I actually went with a 2-0 win. Again, saw 2 goals in it. But I actually give them all to Sheffield United. Southampton did beat Aston Villa. They are in the Carabao Cup final. Maybe they were distracted, but they got to win these games. 2-0 in the end. Actually, with a 2-1 win for the Saints. Not too shabby. Manchester City did beat Leicester City 1-0. Actually, with a 3-1 win for City. United did beat Watford 3-0. Bruno Fernandes show. That's what everyone was harping on about after that game. Actually, with a 2-0 win on that one. Again, not too bad. Wolves took care of business against Norwich down at Molineux 3-0. Actually, with a 2-0 win on that one. Not too bad. I was very close. To the Arsenal-Everton game. 3-2 was the final score. Actually went with a 2-2 on that one. Not bad. And then last night, we all watched it. Well, I watched it anyway. I caught a little glimpse of it anyway. 3-2 win for Liverpool over West Ham. Actually went with a 4-0 win. And as you can see, buddies, not too bad indeed. Just the 2 blips along the way. Yes, we are live. So, welcome to the gang. So that puts me in the old top banana, brothers. How about you guys? How did you guys get on? Well, let's take a little look at it. We're going to start with Isaac Church. Not too shabby. Riz Ratish. Round of applause for you. You join me in the top banana. Be a soccer fan. Also, round of applause for you. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. I think I was so close. I was getting excited. I thought I actually got 10 out of 10, but I did blip a little bit. Chasang Love. Also, top banana. And he is flashing up there. No Code Drinker. Le Patreon also did okay for himself. Ri did absolutely honking though. Kevin Wright stonking. Republic States Elite. He did alright for himself. Andrew Walters, not too shabby. We Are QPR did okay for himself. Holo Vlogs. I think this whoever's behind the Holo Vlogs, they are a very good predictor. They do very well a lot of the time. Dean Stock, again, a round of applause for you, brother. Anika Coke with an edit. Did all right. Nathan Heaver, a.k.a. Purple Hazer, not too shabby. Chayla, not too shabby as well. Ria's in the house. welcome to the stream live and coming at you on the old YouTube. Nareen Kadanka did all right for himself. Christian04, not too shabby. Nikola Nikolovic did all right. Brad Petford, not too bad. Blaze Reese did okay as well. Dominic Thomas, round of applause for you. Elgin Cow as well. Le Patreon did all right for himself. Le Patreon. Christian Ajevi, not too shabby. Where do we go now? Vincent Hung, top banana for you, brother. You're with me in the VIP gang. Marius Christensen, not too shabby. Joe Turner, top banana. King Dash with an edit. Did absolutely. That's fair play to him. If he gets a red face with an edit, you know he ain't cheating. Homang Wanami also did pretty tip-top. And Rajic Kaur with an edit. With a top banana. We are QPRs in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live mayhem. Still have some more here. Shane O'Donnell, top banana for you. Russell Frost, La Patreon. I'm giving him a round of applause just because he's new to the Patreon gang, of course. Zane B, top banana as well. Well done, well done, well done. Byron Smith, maybe my top banana is not that good because everyone else is getting it. Yowl for MVP, not too shabby. Blumbo Tough, not too bad indeed. Blue FC did okay for himself. Carl BTW, also pretty well. Christine Manning, not too shabby. Bianca Muller did all right for herself. Omaji Monday, not too shabby. Ahmed 29 did okay. Cody Cahoe is in the house. Okay, let's move on. Move on. Boris Toshchov did all right for himself. Lenny Plays is also in the house as well. I'm going to give you a round of applause just because. And a couple of last ones here. Okay, he did okay. And Ultra Omar Murat, I think I saw him. Is he in the chat? He did all right for himself. So that brings you up to date with the viewer predictions, boys. This is what the table looks like coming at you at the Premier League at the moment. 27 games played for everybody. Liverpool lead the way. I actually had a little bit of a gamble, a little bit of a flutter on this game. It's actually now become a little bit legal to book to gamble online in Pennsylvania. So I've got some like funny money. They give you money. Actually, I bet all of it on Liverpool to win. And then guess what? Flipping West Ham go. Not only do they lead 1-0, then they lead 2-1. I'm thinking, I've just blown all this money away. But lo and behold, they did win. Manchester City came in second. Leicester City third. Chelsea are in fourth at the moment. United up to fifth. 3 points adrift of Chelsea. It's all on the table now. Down the bottom is Norwich, Watford, and West Ham going down. And as you can see, it looks like Norwich look to be. They're drowning right now. They are scrambling for points. Watford and West Ham still in it. Aston Villa, Bournemouth also in the mix, and I think Brighton as well. I think Newcastle have just about stayed above water. So let's have a look at the next round of matches. Now, obviously, this is all of the games that take place on match day number 28, but 2 of them will not be taking place. It'll be the Aston Villa Sheffield United game, and it'll be the Manchester City Arsenal game. I've thrown in my predictions anyway. You can do the same if you want. We'll go over them very, very quickly. Not too much to talk about. But then after the end of this, and I'll give you an update at the table, we'll take a little look at the Carabao Cup final, which is the first bit of official silverware for the UK or England. Anyway, so let's kick it off though with Norwich up against Leicester City. Norwich need a result here to get, if they are going to have any hope. Should they bin off their manager, or should they just stick with him and just and suck it up and come back again next year? That's the dilemma. We've already heard it in the comments. If you've been up to date with it, Cody Coe, big Leicester City fan. He's also said Madison returning to Carrow Road this weekend. So let's take a look at it. The last 6 encounters between two sides: 2 wins for Norwich, 3 wins for Leicester, 1 draw along the way. They played over at the King Power earlier in the season. It was a 1-1 draw. That's when Timu Pukki was on fire. Tim Krul with a big fat OG for Leicester to give him a share of the points on that occasion. Last time they played at Carrow Road was also in the Premier League back in 2015. Jamie Vardy with a penalty. Jeffrey Schlupp as well on the score sheet. Diandu Makani Bowenza on the score sheet for Norwich back in 2015. Norwich have actually failed to score in the last 3 matches in the Premier League and also failed to win 13 of the last 14 matches heading into this. Form-wise, Norwich without a win in 4. Leicester City just 1 win in 4. So not too amazing form for Leicester. They need to get themselves back into that formidable form they were at the start of the season. The bookmakers odds, I'll give them to you in just a tickety-boo. It is 7-2 for Norwich for the victory. 11-4 is the draw. 11-8 for a win for Leicester. And if Leicester City are victorious, they'll get another 3 points on the board and move to just 4 points of second place Manchester City. Norwich are down in 20th, a win away from 21 points. So we're going to go in the chat. We're going to start with who do I think goes down? We'll talk about that at the end. Lenny Plays. We're going to start with you. 2-1 win for Leicester. Josh Henson, 2-0 win for Leicester as well. Thingy Plays, 4-0 win for Leicester. Kevin Tran, 2-1 win for Leicester. William AFCB, 3-0 for Leicester. Chila, 2-1 win for Leicester. Ultra Omamura, same scoreline. J33 with a 2-2 draw. William AFCB with a 2-1 win for Leicester. Christian 04, 3-0 win for Leicester. We are QPR's going with a 3-1 win for Leicester. Noko Drinker, Le Patreon with a 2-0 win for Leicester. E. Hay with a 2-0 win for Leicester. Darren Warburton's in the house, 4-0 win for Leicester City. Reed with a 2-2 draw. Alexander with a 2-0 win for Leicester. And Shane O'Donnell is going with a 2-0 win for Leicester. We've got to blitz through these. I'm actually going to go with a 1-1 draw. Yes. I just think, did anyone else go with Norwich? No. I'm going against the grain here. It's on Friday night football. All eyes are on it. I think there'll be an extra buzz in Norwich's performance. And I think they will scramble to a point on this one. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. And hopefully give Norwich a bit of a boost. Maybe, just maybe. Next up, we have Aston Villa against Sheffield United. Again, this game is not taking place, but we'll talk about it briefly. I don't know when they're going to redo this game now. It's going to be in the future. Obviously, Villa's form heading into this against... hang on a minute, where the heck am I? The Villa's form against Sheffield United. They've played each other 6 times. 1 win for Villa, 3 wins for Sheffield United, 2 draws along the way. They played at Bramall Lane earlier in the season. It was a 2-0 win for Sheffield United. Again, not taking place this weekend, but a win is needed for Aston Villa in the next Premier League fixture, whenever that may be. Bookmakers, I don't think there's any odds on this one. Nope, there is not. No odds on this one. So, anyone want to have a crack at this one? Again, it's kind of an irrelevant one, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. But a win. If Aston Villa were to have this next game against Sheffield United and they were victorious, they could go up to as high as 15th. Sheffield United on 7th at the moment, a win away from going into 5th. So if you guys want to have a crack at it, Noko Drinker, the Patreon with a 1-0 win for the Blades. Lenny Plays go with a 0-0 draw. Chayla with a 2-1 win for Villa. Alcho Mirror with a 3-1 win for Sheffield United. Darren Warburton 2-0 win for Sheffield United. Cody Gaho 2-0 win for Sheffield United. William AFCB with a 2-0 win for Sheffield United. We are QPR with a 1-0 win for the Blades. Kevin Tran 2-1 win for the Blades as well. J33 with a 3-3 draw. Goodness gracious me, that's a bit of a tongue tweezer. Tyann Van Heerden with a 2-2 draw, and Josh Henson with a 1-0 win. Like I said, not taking place. Hello, Russell Frost in the house. Le Patreon is in the house. Respect to my brother. Welcome, welcome. And Thingy plays with a 1-0 win for Sheffield United as well. I would have went with Villa on this one. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with me going with the underdogs. This one's home form. I think I was inspired by Villa's performance against Tottenham a little bit last time out. They were a little bit hard done by to I think, was it VAR again, a bit of controversy. But I'm going to back Villa when they take on Sheffield United, whenever that may be. Obviously, if they do win the Carabao Cup, which I don't know if they can do, they'll have a spring in their step, but they could do what they've done before. I think it was them or Middlesbrough when they went to the Cup finals, and they may have even won the silverware, and they got relegated in the same season. So next up we have Brighton up against Crystal Palace. This game does take place this Saturday. It's early kickoff on Saturday over at the Amex. The last 6 occasions between these two sides, I've seen 3 wins for Brighton, 1 win for Palace, 2 draws along the way. They played at Selhurst Park around about December time. It was a 1-1 draw, and the last time they played over in Brighton, it was a 3-1 win for Palace. A 3-1 win for Brighton. Glenn Murray from the penalty spot. Leon Balogun and Florent Andone on the score sheet for Brighton. Shane Duffy got himself sent off on that occasion. Luka Malavijevic for the penalty spot. Earlier in the season, like I said, it was a 1-1 draw. Maupay on the score sheet for Brighton. Wilfried Zaha as well. Heading into this, Brighton's form is a little bit ropey. The past 6 games, they've drawn 4 of them and lost twice. 0 wins heading into this. Palace, not too much better either. Just 1 win at the past 6 in all competitions. That was a win against Newcastle United last time out, 1-0 win. So the two sides with very ropey form heading into this. Brighton have actually drawn their last 3 home matches. Palace actually failed to win their last 6 away matches. So this smells like a draw already. Evens is the price for a home win. 23-10 is the draw. 40-5 is the away win. A win for Crystal Palace in 13th spot. Could see them rise a couple of spots to 11th. Brighton down in 15th and a win away from 14th. We're going to start with, who are we going to start with on this bad boy? We're going to start with, Russell Frost playing catch up with a 3-1 win for Leicester. Ultra Omamura's going with a 1-1 draw. Ben Clitterton with a 3-1 win for Brighton. Lenny plays with a 2-1 win for Brighton. Chayla with a 1-1 draw. We occupy with a 4-1 win for Palace. Darren Warburton's going with a 2-1 win for Palace as well. Ree is going with a 2-1 win for Brighton. Noko Drink is going with an all-square 1-1. Tyann Van Heerden with a 2-0 win for Palace. Russell Frost with a 2-2 draw. William AFCB is going with a 1-1 draw, and he says by his mate. So hang on a minute. Aha, I see what you've done here. So you're double predicting. I get you. Cody Ho with a 1-1 draw. Kevin Chan with a 1-1 draw. Alexander is going with a 1-0 win for Brighton. Josh Henderson with a 0-0 draw, and he reckons it's a board draw written all over it. William AFCB, this time his predictions 5-3 win to Palace. J33 with a 1-1 draw. Christian 0-4 with a 2-1 win for Brighton. Moses Lampini with a... Oh, what the heck? You've jumped the gun there, Moses. I have no... we're not even talking about that one. That one's also postponed. Shane O'Donnell with a 1-1 draw. Does smell like a draw. Do I go for a draw on this one? I've actually gone with a 2-0 win for Brighton on this one. At the Amex, they need a win. There is still some concern about relegation relegation for them. I think they're not out of the equation just yet, and they're due a win. They're actually proven tricky. Just one defeat at the past 5, but all those are draws. Next up, another side looking for a win in the Old Premier League. It is Bournemouth. They've actually been on a recent revival of late. 2 wins at the past 4 games, but it's back-to-back defeats for them heading into this. Up against the Chelsea side, taking place at 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. The last 6 occasions, though, between Bournemouth and Chelsea have ended at 3 wins for Bournemouth, 3 wins for Chelsea heading into this. They played at the Stamford Bridge earlier in the season, around about December time. It was a 1-0 win for Bournemouth. Dan Gosling scoring lastminute.com winner. In fact, it's back-to-back wins for Bournemouth over Chelsea. They did play at the Vitality. I think that's how we say it. A 4-0 win for Bournemouth back in January 2019. Josh King with a brace, David Brooks and Charlie Daniels. I think I watched that game. 4-0 win for Bournemouth on that occasion. Heading into this, though, Chelsea's form is pretty decent. Obviously, they got Bayern today, I think, or tomorrow. Is it today? It is today. Bayern against Chelsea today. So they could come into this on the back of a bit of a spanking heading into this. As for Bournemouth, back-to-back defeats against Sheffield United and Burnley heading into this. Bookmakers, they go with on this one 7-2 for Bournemouth, 3-1 is the draw, 10-7 on for Chelsea. They are favourites. I wouldn't put my money on that. I don't think that's a safe bet, if I'm honest with you. Bournemouth are down in 16th, a win away from going 15th. Chelsea are 4th. 6 points off of 3rd as it stands. Let's jump into the chat. We're going to start with Lenny Plays with a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Russell Foster, Le Pitron with a 3-1 win for Chelsea. Reed with a 4-0 win for Chelsea. Moses Lampini with a 2-2 draw. Chayla with a 3-2 win for Chelsea. We are QPR with a 1-0 win for Bournemouth. Zane B with a 1-1 draw. No Code Drinker, 2-1 win for Chelsea. William AFCB says Bournemouth 3-0 winners. That's by him. Tian Van Herden with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Josh Henson with a 1-0 win as well. Kevin Tran, 2-0 win for Chelsea. Moses Lampini, 2-1 win for Chelsea as well. Cody Cahoe's gone with Bournemouth 2-0. J33 with a 3-1 or a 2-1 for Chelsea. Steve Price with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Darren Warburton's gone 5-0 for Chelsea. Ocha Omamura's gone with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Joe Turner, square with him. Predictions for the Champions League. They're already on the channel, Pedros. Check that sucker out. They're on there. I've actually done them twice. One with the cat and one without. Christian 04 with a 1-0 win for Chelsea. Shane O'Donnell with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Villa and Sheffield United is postponed because of the League Cup, and we'll talk about that at the end. AFCB is Matey Boy. He's going with a 1-0 win for Bournemouth. And Alexander's gone with a 2-1 win for the Chelseas away from home. I'm actually going with a 2-1 win for Bournemouth. Sticking with the home form on this one. So far, no away wins, except for Leicester picking up a point. So I'm going to go with Bournemouth. I think, it's going to be a tough old week for Chelsea. They might get battered by Bayern today, and then they're gonna be licking their wounds a little bit, looking for a response maybe. But I think Bournemouth need the results, need the points more than they do at the moment. Next up we have the Toon up against them six-fingered freakazoids. That's right, it's them. I don't know what they are. Them strange old folk down at Burnley. That's right. Heading into this, the last 6 occasions between the two sides. 2 wins for the Toon, 2 wins for the Freaks, and 2 draws along the way. They played at Turdmore back in December. It was a 1-0 win with Chris Wood. I like Chris Wood. I don't know why he plays for Burnley, but I like him. And it frustrates me. I hate it when they sign good players. It really winds me up. Anyway, the last time they played at St James's Park, it was a 2-0 win for the Toon. That's right, Fabian Schär and Sean Longstaff on the score sheet. That was last season. Heading into this, Burnley actually undefeated in the last 5 matches. Makes me sick. Newcastle actually failed to score in their last 3 matches in the Premier League as well. Heading into this, Newcastle's form, just 2 defeats back-to-back. Heading into this, defeats against Palace and Arsenal. Before that was a 4-game unbeaten run, which looks better than it is actually, because it's actually 3 draws and 1 win, and that was against Oxford. The Freakazoids, their form is good. Their form is good. Their only blip is as a 2-1 defeat to Norwich in the FA Cup. They've beaten Bournemouth, they've beaten Southampton, they drew with Arsenal, they've beaten United, and they've beaten Leicester City as well. So they have proven to be sticky wickets, which makes my stomach turn. Heading into this, the bookmakers odds 6-4 for the Toon, 21-10 is the draw, 2-1 is the away win. The thing is with Burnley is that they play at home. They are hard to beat. They are very hard to beat. Away, they're up for grabs. They're up for grabs. Anyone can take them on away. Heading into this, Burnley are 10th, a win away from going flipping X 6th spot, possibly above Arsenal and Tottenham as well. Newcastle coming into this 14th, a win away from going up to 12th. What do you guys think about the Freakazoids? They're going to win? We're going to start with Che La. I've got to go attending a hockey game soon. Well, respect to your brother, Noko Trigger. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully I'll see you around very soon. Got Champions League predictions later on in the week live. So Chila with a 0-0 draw. Russell Foster with a 2-1 win for the Toon. Reed with a 1-0 win for the Freaks. Ultra Mirror with a 3-0 win for the 6-fingered banjo player and weirdos. We are QPR with a 0-0 draw. Lenny Plays with a 1-1 draw. Kevin Chan with a 2-1 win for the Toon. Steve Price with a 2-1 win for the Freakazoids. Joe Turner with a 0-0 draw. Tian Van Herden with a 1-1 draw. Matthew CO2 with a 0-0 draw. Christian 04 with a 2-0 win for the Burnley Freakazoids. Darren Warburton with a 5-goal thriller. 3-2 in favour of Burnley. William AFCB with a 2-0 win for Burnley. That's his mate. He's thinking about that. Cody Cahoe with a 2-1 win for the Toon. Everton will win. You can wrap up the video now. No, I'm sorry, Brenda. We got to keep going. William AFCB with a 2-2 draw. Matthew CO2 has gone with a shithouse 1, shithouse 2, and the shithouse 2 is Burnley. 2-1 win in the end. Alexander with a 2-0 win for the Toon. Hello there, welcome. Ron, I think it was Ron. Ronnie is here. 1-0 win for the Toon. Reese Akhtar with a 2-1 win for the Toon. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Shane O'Donnell with a 2-1 win for Burnley. J33 with a 1-0 win for the Toon. And Josh Henson with a 2-2 draw. That brings you up to state with the chat. I'm going to give you a 2-0 win for the Toon on this one. Of course I am. Zane B with a 2-1 win for Burnley. Next up we have Hammers. They were in action last night. Very, very close against Liverpool. A game that they probably shouldn't have really been in it. Obviously, Liverpool are running away with it. But this is a game they've got to win. It's very winnable. It's at their place. And if they play like they played last night, they should get something out of this game. West Ham have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 5 matches. So defence is a problem. They bought Randolph. They're not playing him. Of course, Fabianski is a decent keeper. And I think that's... They needed a better understudy than whoever was in there before. It wasn't Adrian, it was someone else. I can't remember who West Ham's backup goalkeeper was. I kind of put them in this mess, really, for some really horrendous goalkeeping errors. But Fabianski, he made an error last night. Randolph should be in. It should be in like Flynn on this one. West Ham actually failed to win the last 7 matches in the Premier League. Heading into this, though, the form against Southampton is pretty decent. 5 wins at the past 6. 1 win for Southampton. They played at St Mary's earlier in the season, around about December time. It was a 1-0 win. Sebastian Haller on the score sheet. That's when he was scoring goals. Last time they played, when West Ham have been hosts. I have to phrase that in a way because it could have been Upton Park. It could have been the new London Stadium. I can't remember. But anyway, the last time they played, when West Ham were hosts, 3-0 win for the Hammers. Al Snautovic with a brace and Ryan Fredericks on the score sheet. Bookmakers, they'll probably go with West Ham, 70-10 for the win. So 9-4 is the draw. 8-5 is the away win for the Saints. Heading into this, West Ham are just in the drop zone, 24 points on the board, a win away from going up to 16th, whereas Southampton, up to 12th at the moment, a win away from going up to 9th. West Ham's form is absolutely horrific without a win in 6. Southampton, 3 wins and 3 defeats in the past 6 games. Let's jump into the chat section. We're going to start with Le Patreon with Russell Frost, 2-1 win for the Saints. Lenny plays with a 2-2 draw. West Ham with a 1, Chayla with a 1-0 win for the Saints. Reed with a 2-2 draw. We RQPR with a 1-0 win for the Hammers. Josh Henson with a 3-1 win for the Saints. Kevin Chan with a 1-1 draw. Joe Turner with a 0-0 draw. Ultra Omamura with a 2-0 win for the Hammers. Don Masiba with a 3-1 win for West Ham. Tian Van Herden's just gone with 2. 2-1 win for the Hammers. There we go. Cody Coe with a 3-2 win for the Hammers. William AFC with a 2-2 draw. That's his mate predicting there. Darren Warburton 2-1 win for the Hammers. Cyber leader Rachman. We have should have got a draw yesterday. You should have got a draw. J33 with a 3-1 win for the Irons. William AFCB with a 4-4 draw. Ronnie's gone with a 2-1 win for the Hammers. Cyber leader Ram's gone with a 2-0 win for the West Hammers. Shane O'Donnell with a 2-1 win for the Saints. Christian 04 with a 5-goal through and a 3-2 win for the Hammers. Zane B, same scoreline, but he's gone with Southampton. And Alexander's gone with a 1-1 draw. Goodness gracious me. A lot of predictions live on the chat. Do appreciate it. 2-0 win for the Hammers, boys and girls. That's what I'm going. Respect, cyber leader Rahman. I reckon the Hammers will take this one 2-0. And they're going to get out of this. I like West Ham. West Ham are a traditional London club. They're down to the roots. They're not like Arsenal. They're not like Spurs. They're not like Chelsea. But West Ham feel real. You know what I mean? They feel real. And I was a little bit sad that they moved stadium. I liked Upton Park. But yeah, I like West Ham. I like them to be in the Premier League. They belong in the Premier League. That's my piece on that. I'm not saying they deserve to be top 10 or anything, but they're a Premier League team. They need to be there. Next up, we have another London team. I do like Watford. But they've got a flipping Operation Impossible up against Liverpool this weekend. Down it's the late game on Saturday down at Vicarage Road. Been there a few times. Up against Liverpool, the last 6 encounters between two sides. 0 wins for Watford. 5 wins for Liverpool. 1 draw along the way. That draw was all the way back in 2017 at Vicarage Road. It was a 3-3 belter. I'll have a bit of that. Stefano Okaka, Ducore, and Miguel Britos on the score sheet for Watford. Mane with a goal. Firmino and Salah, of course, for Liverpool back in the day. Heading into this, obviously, Liverpool just 1 defeat in the past 6. That was against Atletico Madrid. They got Chelsea in the FA Cup not too far away. Heading into this, though, Liverpool have actually won the last 18 matches in the Premier League. Have scored at least 2 goals in 31 of the last 36 matches as well. Liverpool also kept a clean sheet in 5 of the last 6 away matches. Bookmakers, they'll go with Liverpool as well. 7-1 is Watford the odds for the home victory. 50-4 is the draw. 11-4 is the away win. Obviously, Liverpool running away with it. A win could make them nearly champions. I don't know what it is. But a win for Watford, it is massive. massive. They could get out of their drop zone up to 16th spot on the table if they were victorious. So we're going to jump in with Ultra Omamura. No, we're not. We're going to jump in with Lenny Plays with a 3-1 win for Liverpool. Ultra Omamura, same scoreline as well. Joe Turner with a 1-1 draw. Chayla with a 4-2 win for Liverpool. Zane B with a 2-1 win for Liverpool as well. We are QPR 4-0 win for Liverpool. Same scoreline for La Pécléon. Russell Frost 4-0 win. Kevin Tran with a 2-1 win for Liverpool as well. Darren Warburton's got a 3-1 win for Liverpool. They're winning though. They're winning the games, but they're winning them scrappily. Just over the line. That's what they're. When you know how to win, you grind it out somehow. Where were we? Don Masibo with a 2-1 win for Liverpool. William AFCB, his mate, says 3-1 win for Liverpool. Cyber Leader Rahman with a 4-1 win for Liverpool as well. If Liverpool's lose, it'll be the kind of game to Watford away, but they'll still think they'll win. William AFCB reckons a 55 win for Watford. That's, yes, realistic. J33 with a 4-0 win for Liverpool as well. Christian 04, 3-1 win for Liverpool. Cody Cahoe reckons a big old win for Watford. That's all I can say. Liverpool. Ronnie's gone with a 2-0 win for Liverpool as well. Tian Van Heerden, 4-0 win to the champs in waiting. That's not done yet. Alexander with a 2-0 win for Liverpool. Josh Henson with a 2-1 win in favour of Liverpool. And he says VAR will ruin this game. And Shane O'Donnell squeezes in there with a 2-0 win for Liverpool, the European champions. I've also gone with Liverpool 3-1 win as well. Maybe an early goal for Watford and then it'll just be the Liverpool show. Next up, we have another dead rubber. This game is not taking place. Manchester City against Arsenal. It's been postponed. We'll take a look at that again probably in a couple of weeks' time anyway. But I'll give you the breakdown anyway, and we'll take a little look at it. If you want to predict it, go for it. I'll predict it as well. I've got my own little prediction in the old lineup coming at you. So the last 6 between Man City and Arsenal, 6 wins out of 6 for Manchester City. They haven't dropped a beat against Arsenal the last 6 occasions. The last 6 at the Emirates. At the Etihad, It's actually 4 wins for Man City, 1 win for Arsenal, and 1 draw along the way. That win for Arsenal was back in 2015 as a 2-0 win. Cazorla and Oliver Giroud on the score sheet that day. They also drew 2-2 the season later with Giroud and Sanchez on the score sheet for Arsenal. Aguero, De Bruyne back in the day. But earlier in the season, they did play at down in London. It was a 3-0 win for Manchester City on this occasion back in December. De Bruyne with a brace, Sterling as well. Heading into this, the bookmakers' odds, there is none because it's not happening for the time being. But if Arsenal were to be victorious in the next game, they could go up to 40 points, which could be 6th in the table. Manchester City are 2nd. They're trying to keep a hold of 2nd ahead of the likes of Leicester City. What are you guys thinking about that one whenever it takes place? We're going to start with Ultra Omura with a 2-2 draw. We are QPR with a 3-1 win for City. Lenny Plays with a 2-0 win for City as well. Russell Frost with a Patreon with a 3-2 win for City. Josh Henson with a 3-2 win as well for City. Chayla with a 4-0 win for Manchester City. Kevin Cham, 3-1 win for the current champions. I'll throw that in there. William AFCB, 2-1 win for Arsenal. That's by his mucker out there. Cody Cahoe with a 3-0 win for the Gunners as well. Obviously, they play Man City play Real Madrid this week. Christian 04 with a 1-1 draw. Shane O'Donnell 2-0 win for Man City. William AFCB has gone with a 7-goal barnstormer. 4-3 in favour of City. Cyber Leader Rahman with a 2-1 win for City as well. Darren Warburton 3-0 win for City as well. Don Masibo 2-0 win for City. And Ronnie has gone with a 2-0 win for City. And J33 with a 2-1 win for Manchester City. It's not taking place, but we'll have a crack at it anyway. I'm going to go with a 4-2 6-goal barnstormer. That would be a bit of a belter live in front of the cameras whenever it takes place. Into the final 2 of the Premier League ones. Make sure you stick around to the end. We'll do a look at the Carabao Cup at the end. Everton against Manchester United. This is tricky. Obviously, Everton looking at a completely different beast with Matey Boy in charge. What's his name? Ancelotti. Heading into this, the last 6 occasions between two sides. Just one win for Everton, 3 wins for United, 2 draws along the way. They did play at the Theatre of Dreams earlier this season. It was a 1-1 draw. That was back in December. Greenwood and Lindelof, big fat OG, with the scores on that occasion. Last time I played at Goodison Park, it was the beginning of the end, or it was just the start of the shit show, really. 4-0 win for Everton at Goodison Park around about April time. Rickarlson, Sigurdsson, Lucas Digne, and Walcott. The goals all came in quite not that quick succession, but it was a rapid decline to watch Manchester United get thumped like that, and it was good. It was good. Man United actually kept a clean sheet in the last 3 matches. Everton actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 4 matches as well, so it's goals against clean sheets. Heading into this, obviously Arsenal did beat Everton last time out, but before that Everton were cruising. Nice little unbeaten run going for at least 5 games unbeaten in all competitions, but that came to an end against Arsenal. United are on a nice little run themselves, picking up a win against City in the League Cup. They also drew with Wolves, beat Chelsea, drew with Bruges, did beat Watford. They also take on Bruges again this week before this game, so thick and fast for the old Manchester United. Heading into this, the odds 6-4 for Everton, 9-5 is the away win, 23-10 is the draw. What have we got in the old Scooty? 5th place United win could get them to 4th. A win for Everton, who are down at 11th, could see them up to 8th in the table. What we got? We're going to start with. Who we're starting with? We're starting with Moses Lampini. He went with a 1-1 draw in the last one. Russell Frost, Patreon, with the 2-2 draw for all square there. Lenny plays with the 2-1 for Everton. J33 KT to score 2 for the Gooners. You stumped me there, but you abbreviated thing there. I've lost it. Where are we? Chela with a 3-2 win for Everton. We are QPR with a 1-0 win for Everton. Ultra Omen Mura's gone with Everton as well. 2-1 in the end. Lenny plays with he says, up the toffees. Kevin Chan with a 2-1 for United. Cody Hove with a 5-1 win for Everton. This one, it's for Everton. 2-0 win. That's Ronnie. William AFCB with a 2-2 draw by his mate. Don Masiba with a 2-2 draw as well. William AFCB with a 4-0 win for Everton. Darren Warburton's gone with their 4-0 win for United. Christian 04's gone 2-1 win for United. Cyberleader Ram's gone with a 2-1 win for United as well. Shane O'Donnell 2-2 draw. Harry Ray's with a 1-0 win for Everton. Josh Henson with a 2-2 draw. Cody Coe's playing catch-up with a 3-1 win for Wolves. Always jumping ahead. He's jumping ahead. J33 with a 2-2 draw. United have looked better. They have looked better. Do they look the real deal? I don't know. I think this one smells like a draw here. I'm going with a 2-2 draw. I think they'll be both happy with that. I think if United come out of this game without a loss, they'll consider it a big point one. Also, Everton as well, playing up against a United team on the. They look different. They look different at the moment. And they're going to wrap up the Premier League fixtures. It is Tottenham up against Wolves, also taking place on Sunday. Let's take a look at that bad boy now, shall we? Did I give you the odds? Did I give you the odds on that last one? I did. I think I did. So Spurs against Wolves over at the new, whatever they call it, Tottenham Stadium, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The last 6 between two sides, 3 wins for Spurs, 1 win for Wolves, and 2 draws along the way. They did play at Molineux around about December time. It was a 2-1 win for Spurs, Lucas Moura and Jan Vertonghen on the score sheet. Adama Traore on the score sheet for Wolves. Obviously, this is over the Swanky Pants new stadium. The last time they played at the Swanky Pants new stadium, I think, was a 3-1 win for Wolves. Yeah, that's right. Helder Costa, Raul Jimenez, Willy Boley on the score sheet for Wolves, and Harry Kane on the score sheet for Tottenham. That won't happen this week, obviously, heading into this. Spurs are coming to this on the back of back-to-back defeats in all competitions. They did lose to Chelsea, and they lost to Leipzig. I think they were outplayed. But before that, a nice little run going on there. 3 wins on the spin against Manchester City, Southampton, and Aston Villa. Wolves come into this 4-game unbeaten run with draws against United, Leicester, wins against Espanyol, and of course Norwich. The last defeat was against Premier League champions-elect Liverpool. Heading into this, the bookmakers' odds, they go 30-10 in favour of Spurs, 23-10 the draw, 21-10 is the away win. So it looks like Spurs are favourites heading into this. They come into this 6th in the table, a win away from 5th. Wolves are at 8th, a win away from 5th as well. It's very tight. Very tight. Wolves form into this, 1 defeat in the past 6. Spurs form 2 defeats in the past 6 as well. We're going to start with Bish Bash Bosh, Josh Henson. No, Cody Coe with a 3-1 win for Wolves. J33 with a 2-2 draw, I'm saying. We are keeping up with a 2-0 win for Wolves as well. HB10 with a 2-0 win for United. That was the last one. Lenny plays with a 2-1 win for Wolves. Russell Frost, Patreon, 3-1 win for Wolves. Ultra Omamura with a 3-2 win for Spurs. Chela with a 1-1 draw. Kevin Tran with a 3-2 win for Tottenham. Harry Ray, Spurs to bounce back with a 2-0 win against Wolves. Cyberleader Rama, 3-1 win for Spurs as well. Where are the goals going to come from? We AFCB, 2-0 win for Wolves. Cody Coe's going with a 9-3 win for Spurs. No clue. HB10 with a 1-0 win for Spurs. Christian 04, 2-0 win for Wolves. J33 with a 2-1 win for Spurs. Darren Warburton's gone with a 3-1 win for Wolves as well. William AFCB has gone with a crazy old scoreline there. Just call it 6-all. Tottenham nil, Wolves nil. That's Ronnie. Josh Henson with a 2-0 win for Wolves. Shane O'Donnell with a 2-0 win for Wolves. Don Masibo, same scoreline. And Italy will win the 6 Nations. That's Cody Go. That's just crazy talk right there. It's the tough old boots, this one. I'm going to go with a draw on this one. I'm playing it safe right down the middle. Any away wins? We've got 1 away win. Yeah, 1 away win out of the lot. That's Liverpool. So let's take a look at the table. What it will look like after this. It does include my little dead rubbers, the Manchester City game against Arsenal, and also the Villa game against Sheffield. It does include that in this table. But this is what the table would look like. Liverpool would lead the way. Obviously, Man City second, of course. Leicester City third, and Chelsea fourth. United up to 5th. Down the bottom would be Norwich, Watford, and West Ham going down. So that wraps up the Premier League. But we've also got one other game, and that is the Carabao Cup action, boys and girls. It is the final over at Wembley. It's these two locking horns. It's Aston Villa against Manchester City for the first bit of silverware coming at you. I don't really talk about cup games. I usually let the cat deal with it. I've done a video on this if you want to check it out. It's 100 simulations through Football Manager 2020 about this. So they basically have simulated this 100 times, and it comes out with a grand scheme of things. A lot of stats. If you like stats, check it out. It's on the channel right now. But besides all that, not taking that into consideration, I'm going to talk about it. So the last 6 occasions between these two sides have all ended up 5 wins for Manchester City and 1 draw. That draw was back in 2015 at Villa Park in the Premier League. It was 0-0, but they did play earlier in the season. It was, in fact, they played both games already this season and both victorious for Manchester City. They won 6-1 at Villa Park and 3-0 at the Etihad. In that 6-1 goal stormer, Mahrez with a brace, Aguero with a hat-trick, and Gabriel Jesus as well. El Ghazi got the last-minute.com penalty to give themselves something to get excited about. However, you've got to go back a long, long time from Villa's last victory over Manchester City. Can they do it this time out? Back in 2013, at Villa Park, it was a 3-2 win for Villa in the Premier League as well. El Ahmadi with a goal. Bakuna and Wyman on the score sheet. Yaya Toure and Zeko was on the score sheet for Manchester City. That was way back. Let's talk about 6-7 years now. Feels a long time ago. I'm going to give you the odds on this bad boy if I can fire it up. Just give me a second. Where are you? EFL Cup, also known as the EFL Cup. Villa are actually 14-1 to win this. Villa are 14-1. Manchester City are 6-1 on, and that's 6-1 for the draw. So obviously, red hot favourites, Manchester City on this one. What are you guys thinking about this one? Obviously, it's a one trick pony. Could go to penalties, could go to extra time, that kind of stuff. Call it now, guys. What do you think? What are you guys thinking about this one? We're going to start with Jasper Paul. No, he's gone with a 3-1 for Tottenham. That was the last one. Chila with a 5-0 win for City over Villa. Cody Cahoe, who will get top 4? We'll talk about that in a minute. Villa win on penalties. That's what William AFCB's buddy says. Bad fact for the 1-0 win for Leicester for the first game. I have no idea what you're talking about. Don Masibo, I'd love to see Villa. Of course, so would I. I'm sure the majority of us will win. We are QPR's going with a penalty win for Villa. AFCB's got a 4-0 win for City. Darren Robertson's gone 4-2 win for City as well. Josh Henson, 5-1 win for City. HB 10, 3-0 win for City. Russell Frost, Le Patron, 3-0 win for City. Ultra Omer Murat's got with a 2-0 win for Villa. Harry Ray with a 1-0 win for Villa as well. Cody Cahoe says Villa are going to bounce back with a 7-0 win. Okay, brother. Christian 04 with a 2-1 win for Villa. J33, interesting game this. Villa will be fired up for it, I imagine. Obviously, with Manchester City's drama off the field in the old European business, this is a chance for them to get some silverware regardless. Christian 04, 2-1 win for Villa. Cyber leader Rahman with a 4-0 win for City. Shane O'Donnell, 3-0 win for City. Don Masibo with a 2-2 draw. Shayla with a 5-0 win for City. And Don Masibo hopes for penalties. For me, I'm going to side with a cheeky 4-1 win for Manchester City. I'd love to see a bit of an upset, but I don't see it. But that, my friends, is all I've got for you. Just bear with me a second. Goodness gracious me. But I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day on the channel, whether it's FIFA, predictions, Rovers, whatever you want to talk about, we've got it here. Under one Ruski. Now, before we bounce out of here, I want a big shout out to the Patreons. I'm going to shout them out anyway. Russell Frost, newly acquired Patreon. Noco Drinker, Tom Beresford, Tom Clark, John Spurn, Aztec Marky B. Mark, Constable 1976, LG and Cal, and Mitchell Shone. Round of applause for all of you guys for being patrons for the channel. Much love for you, and I'm forever in your debt. If you want to join the gang, check out the old description. There is a link to my patreon.com thingamajig in there. Also links to my Twitter. I'm trying to get 1,000 followers on that. I'm not too shy from that as well. So if you want to join in, get in there. Any football questions to throw at me? Throw at each other. Yeah, someone said who's going to get top 4. Obviously, Liverpool, Man City. I'm going to give Leicester City in there. And then it's wide open for that 4th spot. I think Manchester United at the moment are going to... I think Bruno Fernandes has been a stroke of genius for them. And I think they might just nick it, you know. But they've also got a sneaky backdoor entrance. Obviously, there's the 5th place to talk about as well. And at this moment, it's probably going to be Manchester United to take 4th. And maybe Chelsea get 5th, which could be Champions League anyway. And then Tottenham are looking to try and do the unthinkable and win the stinking thing. And then we could technically have 6 English teams in the Champions League next season. Is that what I'm thinking? No, they won't. It'll be 5 because Manchester City are out. Hope Rovers win. That's right. We take on Stoke tomorrow. And hopefully we can get ourselves back. Can Lazio win the league? They bloody well can, especially this week. If Inter Milan win against Juventus this week, it opens up a right can of pass, and then Lazio can do it. USL predictions for tonight. They're already on the channel. Don Masibo. Will Burnley get into Europe? No, they will not. I will do my utmost anything to stop Burnley getting into Europe. They've been there before. They had their trip to Aberdeen. That was it. That's the extent of their European adventures. No more. There's too many big teams in the mix there. They'll probably finish just outside. I think Everton, Arsenal, Wolves, Sheffield United and Tottenham will finish above Burnley. And that'll be that. Will West Ham survive? I'd like to see West Ham survive. If I had to pick my teams going down, I'd like to see Norwich go down. I would like to see Brighton go down. Not that I don't like Brighton. I like Watford. I like West Ham. I wouldn't mind Villa going back down, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Anyway, get your thoughts and predictions in the old comment section down below. I do appreciate the old live chat. If you did participate in the live chat, also get them in the old comment section down below so I can feature them next time out, see how well you do against me, the Prediction King. That's right, not the Gypsy King, but the Prediction King. I'll see you all very, very soon. Until then, I'm going to get to work.